Still dark, but anyway. Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to say this real quick. On Sunday, when I did the Sunday messages, I had one more message that had came through later that night that I was going to do, but then I was like, no, I already overdid it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, I already overdid it, so I'm not going to do it. But I did write it down on paper. As you can see, I scratched this message down. I wish I would have dated it, but I wrote it down on Sunday, right? And I was like, you know what? I'll hold it for a morning message sometime during this week, right? Okay. But when I got up this morning and I was listening to something today in the morning, well, something was playing on my tablet, and the person who was on my tablet was discussing the exact same thing that I wrote down on this paper. And I sort of laughed a little bit, and I was just like, you know what? I keep doing that because sometimes when I get my little messages, I take and hesitate on them a little bit and be like, no, but at the end of the day, it made me laugh a little bit because I start hearing of all songs. Now, this is not like no spiritual song or nothing like that or religious song, but I start hearing when I move, you move. So what I took from that was, when you get these messages, don't hesitate. They're going to come out either way. But when you get these messages and God give you a message, come out with it, Do it when He's telling you to do it, right? But other than that, I'll tell you what the message was, right? And it was like basically saying to me, like, well, I don't want to sound crazy, y'all, but it was like, I look to you for all the answers to the questions in my life. And I was like, I look to you for all the answers to the question. Okay, this must be, to God, hey, I look to you for all the answers to the questions in my life. I don't look to man. Now, that don't mean that God can't use man. I'm not saying that. But when you are on your journey and you're trying to gain strength in going in God's way, I'll try to say it like that. I'm all over the place this morning, y'all, but I figure I should share this. When everybody not going to come to you, they're not going to be who they appear. And it may not be no fault of their own, because you got to understand something. The devil he can't send your enemies to you, right? He can't send your enemies to you because you're going to have your guard up. Most people ain't going to let an enemy get 10 feet of them if they can help it. Right? So sometimes he unleashes his evilness to get into people who are close to us and who are around. So sometimes I just want people to understand sometimes that you have to pull yourself away. But it's not like because you don't love the people in your life. It's just like the devil is calculating in how he moves, right? When he know you trying to get strong in God, right? He know you're trying to get strong. So it's not everybody gonna be as they appear to be. It could be somebody who, love you to death, but I'm telling you that the devil has a way of jumping. It's almost like how they talk about the narcissist and shape-shifting and all that stuff like that, and I have a message on that too. But I just wanted to tell y'all, like, be careful about that. I'm not saying that God can't use your pastor to advise you or anything like that, but we do have to still keep in mind that it's been a lot of stuff in these news that you'd be like, what in the world? I thought this was a man of God, right? That don't mean that they couldn't have been a man of God, but this is how the devil move, right? I'm just telling y'all. Okay, so if you think about that, you have to still remember at the end of the day that it is still just a man. God is the one who gifted us life, all of these things, right? So he will use people where, they can be a great advisor and stuff like that you can go to and stuff like that. But do not forget that is still just a man. So at the end of the day, that's why this message was important. And even though I heard somebody speaking about it this morning and I laughed a little bit, and I heard that little ludicrous song, when I move, you move. Like when God telling you to move, that's when you need to move, right? But I'll just tell y'all again, to take this with y'all today, I look to you for all the answers to the questions in my life, right? You got to go to God because the devil tricky out here today. He's tricky right now, and it don't mean that the person mean to be that way. He just do that. He cause chaos and confusion. That's all he's ever been about. So I'm not gonna say that all my videos are gonna be on this level or whatever, but when I have stuff that go on, as far as me being on my journey, I want to share it with somebody else in case they struggling and trying to make sure they stay on their journey. I don't want to keep talking about this, but maybe I should, because so many people start and get on and we fall off, and I understand. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. But I'm sharing this with y'all because y'all my people, right? And I love y'all, and I just wanted to let y'all know that this was so funny to me, because I'm telling you, after I heard that, and I laughed, because I'm like, let me look at my paper again that I done sat on the stool in my room and told myself I'm gonna hold this message for later on in the week, right? Because I already feel like I had done too much on Sunday, right? And I'm sitting there like somebody said the exact same thing, and then I heard the ludicrous song of all songs, "When I Move, You Move." Now I ain't saying that the song talk about no good stuff, but you get messages from anywhere, and that just was a message. Like when I'm telling you to do something, that you need to go on and do it, no matter how many times you've been up there, no matter how silly it might look, whatever. And I don't know, I'm just a little excited because I love to have God use me and get me back to my roots, okay? Because I know where I came from, and once that's been instilled in you, you might go astray here and there, but that foundation, you'll always come back to it, right? You'll always come back to it. But sometimes you have to remove the toxicities out your life to be, for it to be engaged, right? Like 100%. Because you got to focus, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't that you want to be away from people and stuff like that, but you got to focus on, the plan, the task at hand, right? It's an old song that we used to sing, I made a vow to the Lord, right? He promised me, I promise him I go every step of the way, right? I promise him I go every step of the way, 'cause I made a vow. That don't mean I'm perfect, y'all. I'm just telling y'all, but I love the feeling that I'm getting from really reconnecting to the source. Okay? And I love y'all. This is all I'm going to say. Take this with y'all in y'all day. Don't forget what I said, because right now people may not mean no harm, but the devil busy, so he jumping around. And he get to the people sometimes that's closest to you to get to you, to break you. Stay strong in your fight. Stand in your power, because the devil is bold, which means the ones out here that's trying to serve and put God messages out here or serve God, we got to be just as bolder. We got to be just as stronger and all that. You know what I'm saying? We can't pacify this with what's going on out here, right? So I love y'all. Take this with y'all. If I sound crazy, I guess that's what I'm going to have to be. But I'll come back with y'all with more stuff, but when these things happen, I'm going to tell you, you know what I'm saying? And that's all I got to say. I love y'all. Have a blessed day. Okay, bye-bye.